Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been a minute, but I'm here to share some things I should have shared with you years ago. However, I had a lot of outside influences and situations I was dealing with, and I just wasn't able to share it with you. But now the time has come to share this information with you. Now, some people might say I'm reaching or, it's just simply coincidence. But me personally, I don't believe in coincidences. And I am very aware of art imitating life. Okay, so I hope this is informative for everybody. And just let me get into this. So the first slide you're seeing here, I'll give you a background here. So I have a large family, but my parents have 6 children together. And the twins, Portia and Natasha, as you see in this picture, are my sisters, my younger sisters. Now, in 2013, they took a trip to Miami for their birthday, despite not being on good terms. And that had been since 2011. I also wasn't on good terms with Natasha. A lot of things happened during that time. Anyhow, despite that, the twins would still hang out on their birthday and, do, certain things together during special occasions. So I'm not sure who planned the trip. I'm pretty sure who planned the trip, but I don't know. I never heard from anybody exactly how this trip was planned, how it all went down. But they did go see my grandfather as well, and he lives in Fort Lauderdale. So I'll just leave it at that, because some people here might be just seeing this content for the first time, so I don't want to make things confusing. So that's the background. They're on their trip, their birthday trip. Here is an Instagram post from Marcus 2 Braids, saying Club Mansion in Miami with Shells 404. That's the girl with the blonde hair. Twin Babe 24, which is Natasha's account. And she's wearing the white and black shirt. She's beside the girl with blonde hair. And Portia's on the left side. Now, this is a day before their birthday. So, okay, seems innocent, whatever. Okay. But if you go to Marcus 2 Braids page, Instagram page, he has coined himself as the Wolf of Wall Street. So I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with that movie, but maybe you should go check it out. Also, it seems that Marcus Kent is a procurer, and he has a roster of working girls that he secures work for. So, to me, this is a little suspicious, because of all the talk around trafficking with my sister's situation. To me, this makes me feel uncomfortable that they're posing together in this picture. Other people might just say it's just a picture of them at the club. Fine. All right. Well, let's look at some small coincidences here at the bottom. So roughly a few months later, I believe this is October. Sorry, y'all, the date got cut out in the in this collage here. But this is 2014, actually, the bottom left. The FBI paid Marcus a visit, or his mom a visit, or give her a letter in the mail. Sorry, I misspoke. Interesting. Okay. So what is he up to where the FBI is contacting his mother? And then on the right side, or the bottom right side, we have a post tributing his friend / girlfriend / working girl, Mercedes Moore, who was murdered I guess it was very suspicious, and to this day, some people have questions about it, even though there is a story, official story and reason for her death. It's just a little suspicious. Okay, there's another working girl of his that has passed as well. Okay, so we're just getting warmed up here. You know, those are just the small coincidences. But let's get into the big coincidence that I picked up from this Instagram post from Marcus Two Braids on May 13th, 2013. Okay, now for those who've been following the story and those who haven't, just came across it. I firmly believe and know that my sister was harmed on her birthday, May 14th, 2014. And from everyone's behavior and all the clues that have been left behind, it's clear this was a party where something happened to her. Okay. So again, Club Mansion in Miami. Let's go to the next slide, y'all. Swipe. All right, so slide 2. Club Mansion. But wait. In March 2014, rich kid, our childhood friend, we all grew up in the same neighborhood, and he was also pretty close with my father as well. Anyhow, he put out a music video for a song called The Valley, and it was based upon a murder at a mansion party. And people eating organs and drinking blood. And the friend that they forced to go to the party is murdered. Now, to me, that's very significant because at the time, Portia was very secretive about her life because my father basically put a hit on her after she left his house, I believe in 2012 or 2013. Now, I've explained this on my Facebook. A lot of stuff is censored right now, but I plan on putting out this information again. And there's a lot of details that kind of help give the full picture of this whole story. So to me, I know that they probably had to force Portia to go to this party because of the way she was moving. She would have her friends pick her up in the most random places. She didn't want anybody knowing where she was living. And to be honest, she probably felt that energy because all these people came together to orchestrate this. So naturally, you probably would feel that energy around you and not know who to trust at all. And that's what happened. And what's even more coincidental is that they had to have all these people to come together to do this to her. Well, it's not coincidental. It's not a shock to me. Other people might be shocked because they look at Portia. She looks sweet, beautiful, pretty, and she really is. She had the sweetest soul. She had the sweetest voice. Very sweet and bubbly nature to her. Never loud and aggressive. However, whenever anyone tried Portia, they ended up in the hospital. And my God, I was shocked the first time I got a phone call from her twin about this, breaking someone's arm and giving them a concussion. You know? Meanwhile, Portia was not braggadocious and would never speak of these events. The only way her sister knew was because they had a twin connection. And she could feel, and literally if Portia would be in a fight and got a scratch or some defense or, offensive wounds or defensive wounds, whatever, Natasha would get the same cut or bruise or whatever in the same place. And they've had this thing for their whole lives. So y'all, is it a coincidence that the day before their birthday, the year before Portia goes missing, they're at Club Mansion with the Wolf of Wall Street? I don't know. Well, let's continue because we're just getting started here. All right, so now we have another picture from the twins on their birthday trip in Miami, 2013. This picture was posted on May 18th, 2013. And the person who posted this is a fly guy who is a DJ, a well-known DJ in Miami. So he says, "Gotta love twins," and tags Natasha in the picture. It's cute, right? 2 for me, none for you. So cute, right? Innocent, right? 2 beautiful twins in the club, birthday weekend. Of course, the DJ is gonna notice them and want to take a picture, right? Is that what's happening here? Well, to me, I understand these people speak in code, and they're telling you everything in plain sight. So let's decode what a Twix is. All right, y'all? So Twix bar is made by Mars Incorporated. War, murder. Okay. Twins, caramel, milk, chocolate, right? That's pretty much the twins, right? Well, the history is what is very disturbing for me. And that's how I know this is very personal and a code, a message to somebody. Because Twix was first produced in the United Kingdom in 1967. Well, is it a coincidence our mother, Allison Thomas, was born in the United Kingdom in 1967? What a coincidence, huh? I don't know. Is it? Y'all tell me. And aren't women born with all their eggs? Okay. And what was the name of Twix first? Because it's called Twin Sticks, right? Raider. Okay. So it's called Raider. And then it was changed to Twix in 1991, the year my twin sisters were born. Their birthday is May 14th, 1991. Very, very interesting. So coincidental, right? All right, let's continue. So the day before that post, a flag guy, Rasan, right? He posted word to Twin Babe. So I guess Natasha gave him a ginger ale, Canada Dry, okay? Ooh, seems innocent, right? Because we're from Canada, and she probably brought some ginger ale with her, and she gave him a can of ginger ale, right? Simple, right, y'all? Well, to me, I got to figure out, okay, well, what does this mean? Because a soft drink is a mineral or mine. A mine or mineral deposit. Okay. So the previous post I showed y'all, which was the next day. So this was the first post he posted with Natasha tagged in there, is about a mine. And then the next post is about Raider. Twin Sticks? Coincidences, huh? Okay, well, let's keep going, y'all. All right, so a flag guy, all right? He's a vinyl DJ, very, very popular DJ. And really popular with Diddy. Now, I just put one picture there, but he's done many parties for Diddy. Oh, interesting. That's a coincidence, right, I guess? Okay. Let's continue, y'all. All right, so a fly guy again. Look who's going to be in town for the twins' birthday weekend in 2014. A fly guy. Wow. What a coincidence. Shoot. All right, so May 10th, He has a gig at the Revival Bar. Oh, Revival. Okay. With Tidra Moses and Layla Day and some other DJs. Now, I could break down this whole thing to y'all, but I'm not going to go there. Okay. Let's just highlight the most important points here. All right, let's start with the singers, because to me, the dark side of the music industry, singing is literally invoking a supernatural energy influence to use against people or things. And you can look it up, the root word of sing, and you'll find that there as one of the definitions. Okay, y'all? So, Fly Guy, right? The guy who's posting about raiding a mine, okay, is in T-Dot for the twins' birthday, the twin dem birthday. That's what we call them. That was their nickname, okay? So let's continue to the next slide. Let's talk about Tidra Moses. Tidra Moses from the capital of destiny swapping, New Orleans, Louisiana, the mother of twin boys, Roz and Taj, from Coast Contra rap group. What a coincidence. And Moses means to draw water. All right. That's very interesting to me. Okay. Well, I put this at the bottom of this lovely collage about her little scandal about her threatening a woman because of what she said about her online, because of her statements on a podcast. Now, I don't know, the way you handled yourself, Tidra, it seems like you're not that innocent, girl. Just saying. Y'all can look into this on your own time. Let's continue. So Layla Day, all right. So she was she started the show, and Tidra was the headliner of the show. Now, Layla is from Jamaica, but she's raised in Canada, in Toronto, okay? And the coincidence with Layla is her little sister named Latoya, passed away in 2015. And that's when her career started to pick up and take off. Now, if you look up other articles about Layla, you're going to see the same thing. After 2015, her career started to pick up, or began to soar, or began to bloom. So it's a coincidence, because Portia went missing in 2014. And then this chick who is singing at the same event is Tidra, right? Her sister dies the next year. And what I find disturbing about this picture is she's saying, rode with me, Chargy, all right? So rode with my ride or die. That's what that means. And she's doing that one-eyed symbol in the picture. And then if you look at pictures online, this girl's always covering one eye or doing something with one eye. It's her thing. Okay? Anyone that's privy to this stuff or just notices the signs and the repetitiveness, okay, this is very significant. All right? What a coincidence, right? Well, we're not done though, y'all. We're not done. Now, I couldn't find many pictures of this event, but the one I did had me almost fall out my damn chair. Now, this is Tidra and Fly Guy at the Revival Bar, okay, for this gig, May 10th, 2014. So this is 3 days before the mansion party. Now, y'all, I hope y'all can figure out whose mansion it was. I'm not going to repeat where we're from, but it's really not hard to figure out, y'all. Okay? Anyway, seems seemingly whatever, innocent, right? Fly Guy's there, Teacher's there. They're there making their money, right? Okay, well, he's wearing red, which, okay. To me, clothes and colors and everything are very significant when it comes to these people, occultists and people doing things in behind the scenes that we don't know about. Okay. Tidra, she's wearing leopard skin and leather. Okay. Interesting. Now I'll let y'all try to figure out what that means on your own. Because, I want people to figure things out on their own too. That's how it opens up your eyes to be able to see what's going on around you. All right. So let's go to the last slide, y'all. What do y'all see here? What do y'all see here? Are these just coincidences, y'all? Does art imitate life, perhaps? Us watching and taking in, consuming all these things, we're becoming witnesses to this stuff and giving it power. So is it a coincidence that this guy that's in the rich kid video, who ends up in the blender, is dressed exactly the same as Tidra, pretty much? And I mean, I found other pictures of Tidra wearing that same jacket at a different event or a couple other events, and she wasn't wearing that hat with it. But y'all can look at that up yourselves. So I'm going to end this here. Sorry if I was a little shaky on here. It's been a minute. It does take a lot to come up on here and talk about this. It's very consuming. However, this has been long overdue. And I'm just happy I could share this with you now, because it's time to tell the full story here and hold these people accountable. So thank you for watching, and please, y'all, share. Okay, share the story with others, because there are a lot more people out here going through the same thing. They're just suffering in silence, or not even breathing anymore. Do you understand? So please check out my other social medias, accounts, handles. Okay, if you gotta put me into YouTube, Justice for Portia, go on there. I have a whole list there. I don't have a link tree here yet. All right, y'all. But I have everything set up a certain way, and I'm being heavily censored and shadow banned. Okay, so this is the best I can do for y'all. Okay, I love y'all. Thank you for your support, and please sign the petition and share this with people, because this story is going to change the world. Thank you.